Hey, this is Noah. I didn't do videos throughout the entirety of E3. I was being lazy and decided we were just going to talk about the stuff after. And I can say with confidence that the only thing I feel like talking about is Nintendo's.
The only thing worth talking about that wasn't Nintendo, Halo Infinite, baby!
I won't contest. I'm going to give my shorthand stuff. First of all, Nintendo surprised me because one of the first things that I assumed was going to happen, and more so out of spite, was the idea that of their big games that they haven't been talking about, if at all, we would only see information about one. And I would argue that we saw at least 3, maybe 2.5. We saw Breath of the Wild 2 footage, actual footage. That's a big deal. Shin Megami Tensei 5 got a release date and gameplay, while Metroid Prime 4 did not get footage. We got the next best thing, which was an entire different game. That wasn't Federation Force. And that's the other thing, Metroid Dread, being that it was a game in development hell. A moniker often given to games that stay in development and never come out.
You know, real quick, this is absolutely not going to happen. But in a perfect world, as an apology for Breath of the Wild 2 taking 12 years, we're going to get the third Oracle game.
That would be interesting, actually. If as a remake of those games, we just got it as the third one. Just make it in one package. I mentioned before the idea that I was genuinely happy and surprised about Famicom Detective Club being a game that was even being localized, or the fact that it even existed regardless of the localization, due to the fact that it was a deep cut from Nintendo, something they've even said in their own trailers.
2 deep cuts from Nintendo history are coming to North America for the first time.
I had hoped, you can always hope, that they would continue this ideology of bringing back old franchises, and they delivered. Going down the list from least crazy to crazy, getting new WarioWare game, very exciting. The Mario Party game, while not a deep cut, or even an unknown franchise, I could appreciate because it's a throwback to the Mario Party games that me and the boys grew up with. The Cruisin' Blast thing that I discussed in the E3 discussion video was a thing. I was surprised to see Maximilian Dude even was, for one, even knew what it was, and secondly, even seemed excited about it.
At least they did that. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, let's go!
On to Nintendo Switch.
Oh, Raw Thrills is sticking their shit on consoles? E3 is saved, boys! E3 is saved!
Together, so pick your favorite vehicle and hit the road.
Is this gonna be online too?
Cruisin' Blast launches as a console exclusive on Nintendo Switch.
Oh!
Well, he is a boomer.
I was going to say, he probably came from the arcade days and was familiar with the company that developed it. Either way. Advance Wars 1 and 2. Ugh, very happy about that.
They do be advanced.
It is advanced, and now it's advanced in HD. A lot of these things were seemingly specially made for Bryant. Bryant was looking out for Shin Megami Tensei 5. He was very, very happy about Advance Wars 1 and 2. I haven't seen him actually get ape levels of excited in text about something.
You probably shouldn't say ape level.
Fair enough. I can't think of a better descriptor, though. The Smash character ended up being Kazuya, and for anyone who watched the other video or has kept an eye out, as far as I've known, Kazuya was not leaked. We good? Kazuya wasn't leaked, as far as I know. I actually have a graphic from, I think it was 4chan, where somebody had made a claim just after Joker was announced, released, whatever, in 2019, suggesting all of the characters that were considered for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And Heihachi Mishima was on that list, but not Kazuya. Now, the list was fairly accurate. There was a lot of characters that actually did make it into the game in some capacity, but Kazuya was not one of them. So seeing Kazuya in the game was refreshing. Not terribly exciting. Even Drew would agree with that, for separate reasons.
Where's our Tales of Rep?
He's got a different stake in Bandai Namco about that. But Kazuya was refreshing, only because, for me, seeing a fighting game like Tekken crossing over with Street Fighter again for the first time in a long time, and SNK with Capcom, and this whole like triad of some of the top fighting games being represented here, it is cool that Smash has become a game celebrating games to where now you can sort of have your own like crossovers happening amidst Smash. Smash is not just a crossover of everything. You can compartmentalize about it. I think Tekken 7 is the only other time that Final Fantasy, Street Fighter, and SNK have crossed over with Tekken. Which doesn't make it sound as exciting then, but shut up, it's funny. Bryant really likes Tekken 7. Concept of Kazuya is probably exciting to him. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is cool. Advance Wars is cool. So he's probably like... I'm saying it right now, and if Bryant watches this, which he won't, but I might make him watch this, which he won't. If he can find a way to spend a majority of the time when I see him next discussing the Direct and being upset, I will punch him in the throat. In the name of Jesus. I'm seeing a lot of people very hype, very excited, and I'm happy because I remember before the Direct began, after seeing some of the disappointing presentations by other companies, me, my brother, and Drew, we all kind of collectively agreed that Nintendo might accidentally win this E3 by default, as if to say, having the most well-received presentation that garnered the most interest and hype. We kind of assumed the possibility that Nintendo might win by default. Well, it's good to know that, in spite of the fact that they had everything going for them, they actually tried. And I'm happy.
Ubisoft sucked!
I forgot about it, and this probably means that it's not as interesting to me, but Super Monkey Ball, nice. What do you guys think of Nintendo's Direct? Also, what do you think of my green screen? Did you notice it?
Submit your funny memes with the green screen for a chance to be featured.
Maybe that's what I should start doing, just try to do out-of-context stuff like Filthy Frank and JonTron and see if people meme it. Maybe that'll be fine. This is Noah. That's my green screen. And Nintendo. This is Nintendo.
I'm drunk.
Oh. See ya.